What is going on, guys? Welcome to another Black Ops 3 video, and in this video it's going to be a little bit more of a special video. This is going to be a new series on my channel about just what should be improved in Black Ops 3 to make the game the best it could be. And today we're talking about class balancing, and class balancing has to do with the perks, the attachments, the primaries, secondaries, any weapons that have to do with your created class. Pretty much it's anything in your created class, and I'm going to go ahead and get right up into it. And the first thing I would like to see is the ICR buffed. The ICR needs a slight buff, not very much. It's a decent gun, but I do believe sometimes it just doesn't do what it needs to do. And I think that in Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2, the system has like 20 squares for the damage, 20 squares for the accuracy, etc., etc. And the ICR only has 4 out of 20 squares filled for the damage, so it's got minimal damage. I think that's what it said. And I think that it should have 5 instead of 20, or I mean 5 out of 20 instead of 4 out of 20, because that would just make the gameplay run more smoothly, and I think all around it would just be better for the gun itself. And let's go on to the Shiva. The Shiva needs a slight buff, not anything, no damage, nothing like that. It's got great damage. It just needs a fire rate buff. It seems to me that it's slow, dinky, and I think that they should add it to not as much as the FAL from Black Ops 2, but it should be a little bit lower than that, but not so overpowered. And if they did do that, they should up it to 3 shots instead of 2, because that'd be too much. But I do think it should get a slight fire rate buff. And onto the submachine guns. The submachine guns in this game are alright, but I do have three things about the submachine guns that I would like to see. One of them is that the Vesper, I think it has 7 out of 20 damage, and I think that it should be downgraded to 6 out of 20, and they should take that 1 that they took off the Vesper, because that thing is a melt machine and destroys anybody in its path, and I've been killed and I shoot first, and it pisses us off. But what they should do is they should take that 1 off of the Vesper, like they should make it, instead of 7 out of 20, they should make it 6 out of 20. They should take that 1 that they took off, and they should send that over to the Weevil. The Weevil is a pea shooter, and that thing has 3 out of 20, and I think that they could upgrade it to 4 out of 20, because it should be something close to the PW from Black Ops 2, because it has the same amount of ammo, and I don't know why, but it's too much of a pea shooter, and it should kill faster, so I think they should... Oh, that phone call, hold on. Freaking stupid phone calls while I'm trying to record. But, yeah, I think they should do that, make the Weevil a little bit better, like the PW from Black Ops 2. And then the last one is the Razorback. I think the Razorback should get a slight buff in the fire rate or damage. I'm not quite sure what it is, because it does shoot kind of slow, but it seems like it's a pea shooter. It's the last thing you unlock. You should be able to have fun with it. In Black Ops 2, the last assault rifle you unlock was the AN-94. It was really good. In this game, the last assault rifle you unlock is the M8A7. That's a really good gun. The last submachine gun that you unlock is the Razorback, and for some apparent reason it just seems like it's been nerfed too much from the beta, because it was overpowered during the beta, but they nerfed it so much that it's just a little pea shooter now, and I think it should be either the fire rate should go up so you kill things faster, or the damage should go up, because for some apparent reason I shoot first and I die first, and I don't know, it's just something wrong with the balancing of that gun, but I think they could easily fix it. Onto the LMGs, I don't really want to talk about LMGs, there's nothing really bad about them. So I'm going to go ahead and skip those and go straight to the snipers. The snipers in this game, I believe, are actually where they should be. A lot of people don't believe that because quickscoping isn't as easy as it used to be in Black Ops 2, because Black Ops 2 quickscoping was the big thing and everyone liked doing it. But I don't think that that's how it should be. I think that it should say like Black Ops 1, where it was hard to snipe, but if you could snipe, you had a lot of skill. In this game, I think they met somewhere in the middle, where you can quickscope, but it is much harder. But that's what I think. I think they should stay exactly where they are. They're hard, but they're not too hard to use, because I've used them and I've gotten some pretty decent quickscopes. Alright, moving on to the perks in this game. The first perk I want to talk about is Hardwired. Hardwired needs to be nerfed. In Black Ops, in Black Ops 2 actually, it was what it should be, counter UAV and stuff. But in this game, it completely stops trip mines from being exploded. It stops C4 alarms from being alarmed. It stops shock charges from detecting you. And basically, you can just walk up to a trip mine and teabag it with Hardline on it, and it just sits there. It won't blow up. I don't think that's how it should be. I think they should just take that completely off of Hardwired. Other than that, Hardwired is a great perk. Ante Up is like the shitty version of Hardline. I think that it should be more like Hardline. In Black Ops 2, Hardline was a 20% decrease to the amount of score needed to get the actual score streak itself. In this game, all it does is give you plus 100 score at the beginning of the game, or like every time you spawn. You, instead of having you know, like a UAV is 500 points, it'll be 400 points. But that's all it is it just gives you a little bit of a boost. In Black Ops 2, however, Hardline, if you wanted to get the swarm, was a 1900 kill streak, or 1900 score streak. And in once you put Hardline on, it would be like a 1600, so that takes away about 3 kills. And in this game, it only takes away 1, so I don't think that's really how that should work. I think it should be more like Hardline. And moving on to Engineer. Engineer in this game, honestly, all it does is not very much. I think that what it should do, it does show like all the score streaks and stuff, which is kind of cool. But what I think they should do is they should take away the stuff from Hardwired and kind of put it on here, except nerf it a little bit to where it's just like Black Ops 2 Engineer, where it delays the trigger of the trip mines or the C4 alarm or the shock charge. Like it delays it so you can kind of run past it and you won't get hit by it, but it does go off shortly after. And then moving on to the Black Hat. The Black Hat in this game, I think, shouldn't be able to take over streaks at all like it does. You can take over any streak. I think that it should be just like the Black Ops 2, because that's what they should have done, is they should have copy and pasted a lot of Black Ops 2 stuff, because Black Ops 2 was like the most played Call of Duty over the last 3 years, and there was a reason for that, because they made it right. They should have copy and pasted, but they messed it up and did this and that. But I think that the Black Hat should just be like that. It should be able to destroy UAVs, or like damage them. It should damage Guardians, sentry guns, stuff like that, and then it should also take over shock charges and trip mines and stuff like that, but that's only small equipment. Nothing big like motherships like it can do already. And then moving on, they should also add a wild card to the game. I've always wanted this in the game, where you could have 2 secondaries. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the Black Cell. The Black Cell needs to be nerfed to where it only has 2 rockets in it, and the lock-on time should be like a little bit longer. I think it should be pretty much like the FHJ from Black Ops 2. And I think that it would be pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And this is episode 1 of Class Balancing, or whatever. I don't know what the series is called yet, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys later. Peace out.